Oi, if you're an Aussie worker, especially FIFO, there's a good chance your super is quietly costing you tens of thousands of dollars, and you probably don't even realise it. We're not talking about losing money overnight. We're talking about a difference of $40,000, $60,000, sometimes more, just leaking out through fees, bad setups, and simple mistakes that nobody talks about. Money you've already earned, already contributed, just gone. Stick around, because fixing this could seriously change your future. G'day legends, welcome to Dusty Dollar, where we break down money in plain English for everyday Aussies. If you're working FIFO, big rosters, big pay, this channel is built for you. Today we're going through the 5 most common super mistakes costing Aussies big. And yeah, FIFO workers are getting hit harder than most. Let's fix that. Here's the thing about super. Most people set it and forget it. But if you're FIFO, you're earning more than average. You're contributing more to super. You've genuinely got a real shot at building serious wealth. Right now, the super guarantee is 11% of your salary. If you're earning $120,000 a year, that's $13,200 going into super every single year. That's not small change, which is exactly why getting this wrong hurts so much. Because when you're earning good money, the compounding effect of a bad setup is massive. Let's get into it. This one is everywhere, especially for FIFO workers. Every time you switch employers or move sites, you often get set up with a new super fund. 3 jobs later, 3 super accounts. Each one charging you admin fees, insurance premiums, management costs. According to the ATO, Australians lose hundreds of millions every year just to duplicate super fees. Here's what that looks like in real money. Say you've got $5,000 sitting in an old super account, getting charged $200 a year in fees. That's a 4% fee rate on that balance. Criminal. Over 10 years, that's $2,000 gone, just in fees, on money that should be compounding for you. The fix? Log into MyGov, link your ATO account, then Super tab. You'll see every super account you've ever had. Consolidate them into one solid fund. One account, one fee. Everything working together. Takes about 10 minutes. Could save you thousands. Most super funds automatically include 3 types of insurance. Life cover, TPD, total permanent disability, income protection. Now, insurance is important, especially for FIFO workers. You're on site, operating heavy machinery, working remote. Cover matters. But here's where people get caught out. If you've got multiple super accounts, you're paying insurance premiums across all of them. Or you might already have coverage through your employer and still paying for overlap inside super without realising. These premiums come straight out of your super balance every month. Even $15 to $20 a week in unnecessary premiums over 20 years compounding at 8%, that's quietly costing you over $45,000. The fix? Log into your super fund app, find the insurance section, check what you're covered for, what you're paying, and whether it actually matches your situation. Don't just leave it on default. This one quietly kills your retirement savings, and almost nobody talks about it. When you join a super fund, they automatically put you in a balanced investment option. Sounds fine, right? Here's the problem. If you're 25, 30, even 40 years old, a balanced option might be too conservative for you. Let me show you what that actually means in real numbers. Say you've got $50,000 in super right now. At a balanced fund returning 7% per year, over 30 years you end up with about $380,000. Switch to a high growth option returning 9%, same $50,000 becomes $663,000. That's a $280,000 difference from just changing one setting in your super app. Now, growth options have more short-term ups and downs. But if you've got 20 to 30 years until retirement, time is on your side. The fix? Log into your super fund. Go to investment options, check if you're in balanced, growth or high growth, and make sure it matches your age and goals. Fees are one of the biggest silent killers in super, and most people have no idea what they're paying. Here's why FIFO workers need to pay extra attention. The bigger your super balance, the harder fees hit. If you're getting charged 1.5% per year versus a fund charging 0.5% per year, on a $200,000 balance, that's a difference of $2,000 every single year. Over 20 years, we're talking $40,000 plus gone, just to fees, before we even factor in lost compounding. Types of fees to check. Admin fees, flat dollar amount per year. Investment fees, percentage of your balance. Indirect costs. The fix? Go to your super comparison tool on the ATO website. Compare your fund's fees and 10-year performance against others. Don't just set and forget. A better fund could mean tens of thousands more at retirement. This is where FIFO workers can genuinely get ahead of 99% of Australians. You've got high income, you've got periods where your living costs are basically zero, you're on site, everything's covered. But most FIFO workers, they don't use it. Here's the strategy. It's called salary sacrificing. You agree with your employer to put extra money into super from your pre-tax income. So instead of getting taxed at your marginal rate, which if you're earning over $120,000 is 37%, that money goes into super and gets taxed at just 15%. That's a 22% tax saving on money you were going to save anyway. Example, if you salary sacrifice an extra $1,000 a month into super, outside super, after 37% tax, you'd have $630 to invest. Inside super, via salary sacrifice, the full $1,000 goes in. Over 20 years, at 8% growth, that difference adds up to over $200,000. The concessional contributions cap is $30,000 per year. That includes your employer's 11%, so there's room to add more. The fix? Talk to your payroll team about setting up salary sacrifice. If you're a contractor, talk to an accountant about personal deductible contributions. Same benefit, different mechanism. All right, legends, quick recap. If you're Aussie, especially FIFO, watch out for these 5. Consolidate your super. One account, one set of fees. Check your investment option. Don't stay on the default balanced forever. Review your insurance. Don't pay for cover you don't need. Compare your fees. Even a 1% difference is worth tens of thousands. Salary sacrifice, especially if you're in a higher tax bracket. None of this is complicated, but ignoring it, that's where the real damage happens, slowly, quietly, over decades. If this video helped you out, smash that like button. It genuinely helps the channel grow. And if you've got a mate on site who needs to hear this, send it to them. Reckon a few legends could use it. Subscribe if you're new. We drop videos every week on FIFO finance, investing in Australia, super strategies, and building real wealth. Next week, we're going through FIFO tax deductions most workers don't know about. Trust me, you don't want to miss that one. Catch you then.